Okay, so after being poisoned, I'm now in a place where I realize that I'm not safe around my own family members. So instead of just up and leaving, I got into a place of preparation. I was preparing myself to leave that second time around. So while going through, cleaning in my home after I was poisoned and, going through clothing, I stumbled across something that was sitting up under my bed. And for the life of me, couldn't understand how it got there. It was a card, an insurance card. And the insurance card belonged to my aunt, which is my uncle's sister. Mind you, me and her do not get along. I don't care to know why she dislikes me. She can take that to the grave and die with it. I don't care. I will never give a damn to have any kind of relationship with somebody that is geared towards misunderstanding me anyway. So therefore, there's no need to have a relationship there. However, because we don't talk and we don't encounter and you've never been to my house, you haven't been inside of my house, how did your insurance card get underneath my mattress? And it was placed in a way where I would come across it. Because one thing about it, I'm gonna clean up my house. And that was so puzzling to me. The only one that's actually been in my house and was able to place that card there is my uncle. So I looked at it like maybe this was his way of trying to tell me something or warn me of something without looking like he's betraying his sister. Because in the end, everybody knows they are guilty. Shortly after this, now there's problems at my place of employment with my paycheck. Out of nowhere, that is being messed with. It just gives obsessed, as if these group of people, whomever it was, because it wasn't just my family members. They had to have help. And these are the people, I believe, the ones that I don't know, the ones that have been helping them or working for them. Now, mind you, when I'm speaking of family, I'm speaking of my father's side at this point. My father's side of the family are the ones that's in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I haven't even gotten to my mother's side yet. It's all a bummer because I had just got that home. I wasn't in it for no more than I want to say 6 months, maybe 5, 6 months. Always paid my rent on time, always made sure I had everything going. I did not have that house under any public assistance. I was really doing my own thing. Just to throw out a couple other things that happened, I was in my grandmother's house. Mind you, I actually worked for her as her nurse. And somebody took my phone and put it in her neighbor's trash can. So mind you, once again, I'm going off. I'm snapping out, but still not paying attention to the fact that my enemy was closer than I thought. Another situation, mind you, I did Lyft and Uber. Somebody put a pile of ants in the backseat of my car. It just didn't stop. It wouldn't stop. Also to mention, the first time I was running out of Harrisburg, I definitely made a stop in North Carolina, which would be mother's side of the family. I also contacted my children's father. That's a whole nother video. And it's very sad. Yeah. So again, anything that I'm telling you that happened to me in the city of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, remember, this would be considered my father's side of the family. Another thing I wanted to mention really quick. Before the nonsense hit the fan where they started to, try to attack me, I remember I got a visit from my father. He came to my house one day, and we were talking, and he was telling me about his sister, which is the one whose insurance card I found under my bed, right? You know what he says to me? He says, "Tell me why your aunt is trying to get me to go against you." And I'm like, what do you mean by that? What are you talking about? Basically trying to get me to go against you. And I couldn't understand, what is he even talking about, and why are we doing this anyway? What are you talking about? Until this day, I feel like that was his way of trying to tell me too. But I just wasn't putting it together. And the real question mark is, did my father also know? Did you actually eventually end up joining this bandwagon?